Welcome, celestial seekers. Ever wonder why your life is a mess? Blame the stars. They love the drama.
Today, we're diving into a fascinating and, let's be honest, a very, very particular financial personality. It's an archetype that I'm willing to bet some of you are going to recognize instantly. So let's just start with a quick question. Have you ever known someone whose entire life seems to run on a spreadsheet? I mean, right down to the last penny. You know the type, right? The person who tracks every coffee, every bus ticket, every single expense with this incredible precision. Well, today we're breaking down that exact archetype. This is someone whose whole approach to money is basically a masterclass in discipline. And according to our source material, we're talking about the most financially controlled mind in the entire zodiac. Now, let's be really clear about something. This has nothing to do with being rich or poor. Our source makes a really important point here. This trait isn't about how much money they have in the bank. Nope. It's a fundamental mindset, a way of operating in the world. So, what's the secret? What's the source of this almost superhuman level of control? How do they do it? Well, it all comes down to one single, kind of simple, but unbelievably powerful tool. You guessed it. It's the spreadsheet. But this isn't just any old spreadsheet, oh no. According to our source, this thing is a living, breathing document. It's like an all-knowing financial Bible. And get this, it tracks everything. Money that's already been spent, money that's being spent right now, and, this is the amazing part, money that will be spent in the future. And you know what? Our source absolutely loves this. There's this genuine admiration for that kind of foresight. The ability to not just react to your finances, but to actually project and plan them out, well, that's seen as something truly beautiful. Okay, so here's the crucial point. This is not about being stingy or cheap. It's about pure, simple logic. For this archetype, money isn't emotional. Money is math. And because it's math, every single transaction has to make sense. The numbers have to add up, period. And that math-first approach leads to this super strict two-question test for pretty much every purchase. Doesn't matter if it's big or small. It all gets boiled down to pure necessity and utility. Do I need it? Will it be useful? And if the answer to either of those is no, well, the case is closed. And what's so cool about this is the contrast it sets up. I mean, look at this. On one side, you've got the Virgo logic, utility, practicality, need. And on the other side, you have the impulse logic that drives so many of us, right? Fun, how it looks, what we want. It's basically a battle between pure practicality and raw emotional impulse. And this quote just perfectly captures how they view wasteful spending. Am I planting this money? It's such a great way to put it. It's like they're asking, am I literally putting this cash into the ground hoping something will grow? For them, spending on something useless is just throwing money away with zero chance of any return. So what happens when this incredibly logical, rigid system runs up against the messy, emotional desires of other people? Well, as you can probably imagine, relationships can pretty much become a constant negotiation. And here it is, the key insight from our source. When you're trying to make a joint purchase, you're not just trying to convince a person. No, you have to convince the logic of the system. You are literally making your case directly to the spreadsheet. Which means the whole thing becomes a strategic process. You can't just say, hey, I want this cool thing. You have to understand their framework, you have to present a case that makes mathematical sense, and this is really important. You have to know that if they do agree to something that seems illogical to them, they are doing it for one reason and one reason only, to make you happy. Okay, so right about now you might be thinking, this all sounds a little intense, maybe even exhausting. But hold on, because here comes the twist in the story. This archetype isn't some financial robot. There is a release valve. Oh, they absolutely splurge. But, and this is the huge difference, their splurge is not an impulse buy, not a chance. It's a calculated line item in the budget. It's a pre-planned, fully funded expense that they can enjoy without a single ounce of guilt or risk because they know exactly how much they can spend without breaking the whole system. And that really leaves us with the final question, doesn't it? Is this incredible level of control a form of financial genius that we should all be trying to copy? Or is it just kind of maddening?
That's all for now. And hey, if you choose not to subscribe, I won't take it personally. I'll just check my charts and assume Saturn is probably in a challenging position for you right now.